Hi guys, welcome in my YouTube channel Space News. Scientists and stargazers will have their eyes on the skies over the US state of Utah this weekend. Capsule due to prolapse from space at more than 15 times the speed of a rifle bullet. It contains rocks and dust from an asteroid that took 4 years to complete reach the ground. These samples could give vital clues about the formation of our planet more than 4 billion years ago. She now lives with Dr. Brad Tucker, is an astrophysicist and cosmologist in the Faculty of Science at the Australian National University. I think I've simplified it there, isn't it? Truly, this was a major achievement for the world of science, for the space world as well. It's, everything we usually do. We study from afar, we take pictures from the telescope, measure the data, and even send it back probes to measure on the surface very rarely. And only a few times have we been able to collect samples, take them from the body, and then making that return trip to land them on Earth so they can be studied greatly in laboratories all over the world. As I said, this probe took years to get there, and it traveled almost 2,000 kilometers just to get to the asteroid, and then to go back. It used to be years of construction in the future. This has certainly been the culmination of over a decade. It is worth the effort to return this amount of samples to Earth to study them. Good. Let me just fill in some of the gaps for our viewers. So it took 7 years. Osiris-rex traveled to the asteroid Bennu. Bennu actually is really very small. I think it is only 500 meters wide. What exactly did osiris-rex achieve, and how did he collect the samples? Correct. So, you have to know that the asteroid itself is not very big, and it is part of a group of asteroids that we often call carboniferous chondrites. These are kind of like loose piles of rubble. We believe that these are probably parts of the solar system. They formed at about the same time as the Earth and things like that in these blocks, and then they've stayed there ever since. So, this probe, osiris-rex, left Earth and traveled this enormous distance. It had approximately 2,000 kilometers to reach the asteroid. Bennu now, he had a goal. The goal was to get down to the surface. And then there was basically a little inflated hose and unloading samples. They now collide with this object about 90 centimeters from the center. So he traveled almost 2,000 kilometers to something that's just a few hundred meters wide to be in the center and 100 centimeters away to collect all this sample and then vacuum it up in the container, and then this container was sealed to leave the asteroid and make the return trip, which we're going to go on, we'll see someday.